thank you so much for everyone being present today for this glorious occasion as we honor the Fort Greene heroes of 2026. My name is Dr. Tanya Richardson. I'm a past Fort Greene community hero of 2023, I think. Something like that, but yeah. But thank you for the Brooklyn Music Group. So we're about to get started. Everybody grab a seat, a blanket, a pillow. You know, enjoy the time. We have some food over here. We have some water. And, you know, connect with each other because a lot of other community heroes that's present. So thank you again. And now I'm going to introduce Mia.
What's up, Fort Greene? Thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm so grateful for everyone braving the really intense sun and heat. But I'm Mia Rubin. It's nice to see so many familiar faces, and it's nice to be here and celebrate community heroes with you tonight. I'm the Director of Programs at the Fort Greene Park Conservancy, and just a little bit about us. Our mission really is to enrich and nurture the park as a public space that puts community first, and Community Heroes is truly at the core of that mission. Protecting everyone's right to belong, to organize, and to advocate and connect with nature. So I really hope you enjoy this evening. So to that end, we partner with local communities and of course our amazing partners at NYC Parks. Please give Dave Barker, who's back here, some love right now, who helps to hold us down at Fort Greene Park. And yeah, we're just making sure that Fort Greene Park is a vital space that we can advocate for, that will be here today and for many future generations to come. So a big thank you again to all of our partners and friends at NYC Parks who keep me sane and keep us being able to do what we do. Also NYC Green Fund and funds from the Department of Cultural Affairs in partnership with Councilmember Crystal Hudson, Brooklyn Org, and New York State Council on the Arts. And we did get a little food donation from Whole Foods, so stick around after for just enjoying and munching. And then just so everyone who's not familiar with Community Heroes, it is a community-based public art exhibition. So it's right behind me. I hope you guys enjoy it from now until when it comes down next summer. But it was founded by Jasmine Chan and Zach Martin, and they co-founded this and really made it a neighborhood project that people could enjoy year after year. It's organized by Fort Greene Park Conservancy and Friends of Commodore Barry Park, and produced and organized by Photoville and Trellis. So thanks to Photoville Trellis. Also for Friends of Commodore Barry Park for organizing their exhibition. And I'm gonna pass it off to JP Diaz, our program associate. And if you've worked with JP on this project, please also give him some love because he put his heart into this.
Thank you, everybody. Very, very happy to finally see so many faces that I was conversing with pretty much throughout the whole summer, late spring, and it's really beautiful to see all of you together. I love it. I want to thank all of the photographers and artists. Mia, it's okay. It's okay. I want to thank all the photographers and artists. Some of them are here, and these are the folks who worked on the banners, whether they be portraits, photography portraits, or collages. And they go Audrey Melton, Francesca Magnani, Layla Anne-Marie Stevens, Russia Moon, Shaquem Nichols, and Katie Godowski. And I want to thank the youth writers as well. That goes Today Williams, Sarah Gell, Michael O'Hare, Sylvie Holder Foster, Audrey Yu, Joa Burr Lumax. Thank you to the Community Heroes Circle. Your dedication has made this event joyful and full. I want to give a special shout out to Tanya Richardson, the point guard. Everything that you do for not just this program, but everything that we got going on in the park. I personally just want to say I really appreciate you. But please, take care of yourself first and foremost, all right? Thank you. Please visit our welcome table this evening to learn more about our programs. We'd love it if folks could nominate community heroes for next year's banners We have a QR code if you want to do it that way. We also have paper slips. And thank you so much.
Good evening, Fort Greene. Now that's the Fort Greene I know. As Mia and JP said, welcome to the 2026 Community Heroes Celebration. I just have to say, it is an absolute joy to gather here in my favorite green space in Brooklyn, Fort Greene Park, in the heart of a community with such a rich and vibrant history of creativity, of service, of activism, and of care. And when we talk about the history of Fort Greene and downtown Brooklyn, what we're really talking about is the people. And when I say people, I mean our neighbors who show up, the people who organize, who create, who advocate, who teach, and who so deeply care and love for one another. These are the people who make it their mission to leave our communities a little bit better than they found it. So if you are excited to celebrate some of these incredible people today, just make some noise for them. Woo! Amazing. And so really quickly, I want to get over to our heroes, but I just want to ground us in why we're gathering today, okay? Community Heroes is all about giving people their flowers. Can everyone say their flowers? Their flowers. Yes. It's about taking a moment to recognize people who may not always make the headlines, but whose fingerprints can be found all across this community. These are people whose impact might have come through decades of service, through advocacy, through art, mentorship, organize, or simply being a neighbor who consistently shows up. And together we get to say, we see you. Everybody say, we see you.
We see you.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you.
Thank you. And what you've contributed to this community matters, right? And so this year we have the privilege of honoring Fred L. Price. Woo! And so what I love to say about today is that now we're not only celebrating what these individuals have accomplished, but we're celebrating what becomes possible when people decide to invest in the place that they call home. So a community hero is someone who sees something that needs to be done, who rolls up their sleeves, who sees some support and recognizes what they have to give and says, I'm going to show up. So today I invite us all to be present. I invite us to listen to these stories, to celebrate their lives and celebrate one another. Why? Because the legacy of Fort Greene isn't something that only lives in the past. We are living it. We are building it. And together, we will carry it forward. So one more time, let's show some love for our 2026 Community Heroes.
Today, we honor the heroes of the past and the present, and hopefully the heroes of the future. What defines a hero is by selfless action, one who displays morals, one who displays courage and willingness. They face personal risk and sacrifices endlessly to help others. They are visionaries, heroes are builders, heroes are creators, heroes are connectors. And they have countless unwavering time. They are your neighbors, your teachers, your artists. They are the doctors, they are the pastors, and they're just everyday people who know their purpose and recognize it and put their best foot forward and do the work.
And so now the moment while we're all gathered here today, Community Heroes is a community of folks that spans generations. And so in order to honor our current 2026 Community Heroes, we have asked previous heroes and folks connected to the Conservancy to present them with their recognition today. Please give a warm welcome to Sekou Carradine.
All right, y'all. How you doing? Good, good, good. My name is Sekou Carradine. I was 2025 Local Heroes recipient last year. So thank you very much for inviting me back today. So give your hands of applause for showing up today. I wrote something last night, so give me a second. So standing here tonight in a neighborhood that has shaped me, supported me, and inspired me is always a profound reminder of what community truly means. Fort Greene is not just a place, it's a living story, a tapestry woven from generations of artists, families, activists, elders, and young people who carry the spirit of the neighborhood forward. And every so often, someone emerges whose dedication strengthens that tapestry, someone whose work quietly but powerfully lifts all of us. Tonight, I have the honor of recognizing one of those people, Fred L. Price. Let me hear that again, Fred L. Price. My brother. Fred L. Price is more than a volunteer, more than a public servant. He is a connector. He has poured himself into the Fort Greene Park community with a level of commitment that reflects the very best of who we are. Through his services, he has built bridges between diverse communities and institutions that support them, from his work with Medgar Evers College, City Council President Carol Bellamy, and more. He has helped make our park not just a green space, but a gathering space, one where people feel seen, welcome, and valued. Fred embodies what it means to be a community hero. Someone who shows up, listens, who leads with heart, and who reminds us that strength of the neighborhood is measured by the people who care enough to protect it. On behalf of the Fort Greene Park Conservancy and all of the partners, with great pride that I present this certificate honoring Fred's outstanding commitment to our neighborhood. Please join me in celebrating the man, not the myth, the reality, Fred L. Price. Put your hands together for Fred.
I'd like to thank you. Thank you all for coming, and thank you for giving me this honor. I appreciate this recognition. I was born and raised in Pittsburgh by a mother who had issues, and we moved every year. And I was in 4 foster homes, but I went into service at 17 and was stationed in Germany. And after Germany, I came to New York. Okay. And then I came to Fort Greene. And Fort Greene, I lived on Adelphi initially, and I used to give parlor concerts with Art Blakey Jr., Bob Cunningham, and many others in my little mansion. And then later I moved into Clinton Hills. I'm going to be very brief, but I worked in many organizations in Brooklyn, everything from Con Edison to Major Owens. I ran his office to Medgar Evers College. But I consistently work with the community to advance the community. And it was not only with a Black agenda, but it was all people agenda. And that's what we have to understand. We need to bring everybody together to work together, irregardless. And I had a lot of relationships with our different churches, and everything from Brown Community and Fort Greene and etc. And I did a lot of traveling. As I said, I was stationed in Germany, and I traveled a lot when I was there. And from here, I went to Ghana. And the interesting thing, in Ghana, the name of my film that I made, it was shown at BAM, and I worked at BAM and worked with Dance Africa at BAM. But my film is called Home, and it was shown at BAM, as I said, with Dance Africa. And it was called Home because as I traveled through Ghana and went to the door of no return, where Africans were sent enslaved to America, when I came out of the door of no return, some of the people that I had gone with had moved ahead. And so I was trying to catch up to them across the street. And 4 African guys came up to me, and initially I was like, oh my God, what's going to happen? And they said, you're home. And I appreciated that. And that's what we have to understand, no matter what country we came from. I've traveled to Haiti, I've traveled to the Dominican Republic, and I've traveled to Cuba, and I've worked with the various communities there against the racism and against not bringing all people together. But as I said, I was going to be brief, and I really appreciate and look forward to you all seeing my film and some of the writings that I have done. And I used to dance, and I used to draw pictures, all of those kinds of things as I worked with the community. From Carol Bellamy at City Hall to Major Owens, I ran his office, to McGregor's College. But my objective and my goal was to bring people together and for us to work to bring a positive community together. Thank you.
Put your hands together for Fred L. Price.